90 minutes of Trump, it's 100 days of action. That's the focus of tonight's angle. All right, as you saw tonight, Donald Trump's been playing offense to make America great again since he first came down that golden escalator. And tonight, 100 days in, he's still fighting.
We're here tonight in the heartland of our nation to celebrate the most successful first 100 days of any administration in the history of our country, and that's according to many, many people. This is the best, they say, 100-day start of any president in history, and everyone is saying it. We've just gotten started. You haven't even seen anything yet. It's all just kicking in. We're ending the inflation nightmare, the worst that we've had probably in the history of our country, getting woke lunacy and transgender insanity the hell out of our government. We're stopping the indoctrination of our children, slashing billions and billions of dollars of waste, fraud, and abuse. And above all, we're saving the American dream. We're making America great again, and it's happening fast, too. What the world has witnessed in the past 14 weeks is a revolution of common sense.
Oh, I love that. A fired-up crowd in Michigan, and what Trump billed as something that shouldn't be a revolution, but it is in today's Washington, a revolution of common sense.
You finally have a president who is defending our borders and our nation. Dr. Oz. After decades of politicians who destroyed Detroit to build up Beijing, you finally have a champion for workers in the White House, and instead of putting China first, I'm putting Michigan first, and I'm putting America first.
How great is that? I mean, how many presidents have ever said this, except Trump? You know, they destroyed Detroit to build up Beijing. That's just a great one-liner. So it's one-liner after one-liner, and then a few golden oldies.
After a lifetime of unelected bureaucrats stealing your paychecks, attacking your values, and trampling your freedoms, we are stopping their gravy train, ending their power trip, and telling thousands of corrupt, incompetent, and unnecessary deep state bureaucrats, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. You're fired. Get out of here.
He's never going to get tired of saying that, even if the courts try to prevent him. But also what was amazing is earlier in the day, Gretchen Whitmer was called up by President Trump at a local military base. She couldn't have, he had to come up and say a few words. She didn't want to, clearly, but she was stuck. And by the way, she was without her folder mask. All right. And I have even more good news, if that's possible. Liberals see what Trump's done. They're fuming.
It's been 100 days of destruction. You think we can survive 550 more?
This president has already, only 100 days in, failed our country.
First 100 days, the Trump administration have been characterized by chaos, cruelty, and corruption.
Is anyone shocked by this? Why should you be? It's rinse and repeat, sometimes almost word for word from 2017.
His first 100 days have been really characterized by chaos, crisis, and confusion.
We give him failing grades. Promise after promise to working people has been broken.
100 days of broken promises to working people. 100 days of handouts to the wealthiest people.
These people, they're just simply out of gas. They're out of ideas. But look at Trump, his top advisors, his supporters. Over the past 100 days, they've worked hard and had fun. Isn't that the pursuit of happiness? Fun pushing his agenda.
Is there pain in the market at some point you're unwilling to tolerate?
I think your question is so stupid.
If you are an individual, a foreign national, who illegally enters the United States of America, you are, by definition, a criminal.
Got this big, beautiful area where employees are supposed to work. Nobody's here.
It's tough, though. We don't have a white crayon. What am I going to do? Leave it wet, I guess.
No, there's nothing that progressives hate more. And when I say hate, they loathe when conservatives are enjoying themselves. So let's tick off liberals by ticking off Trump's early accomplishments.
Democrats have vowed mass invasion and mass migration. We are delivering mass deportation, and it's happening very fast.
The executive orders on the border, DOGE, the shrinking of the bureaucracy talked about tonight, ending DEI, beginning to fix our terrible trade posture, opening more areas for energy exploration, and then striking a blow against on-campus anti-Semitism. It's a lot. He's toppled, or exposed at least, every left-wing sacred cow and pushed for real changes in failed establishment policy. Now, of course, this means that the old DC dinosaurs and the robed resistance, they're going to try to stop him. But Trump's not fazed, and he's certainly not flinching.
We cannot allow a handful of communist radical left judges to obstruct the enforcement of our laws and assume the duties that belong solely to the President of the United States. Judges are trying to take away the power given to the President to keep our country safe, and it's not a good thing. But I hope, for the sake of our country, that the Supreme Court is going to save this, because we have to do something.
Well, we'll know soon. But on January 20th, let's not forget, Donald Trump inherited a country that, because of Biden and his policies, was on an unsustainable path. Biden did incalculable damage. We were overrun with illegals, our military recruitment was way down, and we were overcommitted around the world. And of course, we didn't have anywhere near the industrial base to support those commitments. So when Biden shuffled out of town, I dare say we were closer to becoming a superpower in name only. So Trump knew that if we continue down this path, we'd seal our fate as a paper tiger. So he moved fast, tackling more of the big issues at any one time than any president in recent memory. So Trump understands that first and foremost, America must be in a position to fulfill the most basic promises to our own people. Decent jobs, good schools, safe cities. Those all seemed increasingly out of reach over the last 4 years. And now the $36 trillion debt bomb, ballooning interest payments, Trump knows our financial survival is at risk. But Biden's strategy, frankly, the entire Democrat Party strategy, was to borrow, spend, and print more money. It was classic Washington. So at this 100-day mark, the media, they're trying to paint Trump like the tariff man, who's like the Grinch who's stealing Christmas. How silly. The New York Times is a big piece today. There's no toys at Christmas time. Well, were there toys before 2000 when China joined the WTO? I had toys under my tree. The real Grinches are the politicians who year after year kept America on a trajectory of denial and decline. They got us into stupid wars. They blew trillions of dollars. They allowed the cartels an open door to kill our kids with fentanyl. And they allowed our factories to close. They created massive trade deficits. And as Trump said tonight, that essentially funded the Chinese military expansion that now threatens the entire globe. Those are the Grinches. But Trump, he's the only president with the guts who's tried to solve the problems that 4 prior presidents created with Congress. And never forget, his most vocal critics, they just go along with whatever makes the Beltway establishment happy. And while that was good for the lobbyists, they got really rich, it's good for the lawyers, ditto, it was horrid for the working people of states like Michigan, across the old Rust Belt. The more blowback Trump gets in this period of time, the more I think he's on the right path. A lot of you wonder, why do Trump's supporters, a lot of liberals especially, say, why are they so loyal to him? Why do they remain so committed to him? Simple answer. You saw it tonight. Because they know that he's loyal to them. So despite all the pressure to sell him out, they know he's doing this, everything he's doing for the right reasons. And it's not to be popular with the Council on Foreign Relations or the China lobby or the hedge funders or the teachers' unions. In the end, they'll all still be rich. They'll be fine. But America will be stronger, our manufacturing more robust, our military more lethal, and our people healthier. Now that's a superpower with superpowers. So I can't wait for the next 100 days. Nancy Angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.